Hi Roman and Vicky, I'm up on your roof documenting an attempted repair to show you some of the difficulties that I'm going to be running into with the suggested repair by Liberty Mutual. First thing that I'm going to have a problem with, and I'm not even going to attempt to repair here because it would be very extensive and costly, is this shingle right here that's damaged, creased by wind, missing by wind, is running underneath the valley. In order to repair this shingle, I would have to remove the shingles on this side of the valley to properly remove that and install the next one. And also it's IRC code in Newcastle County that we would have to run ice and water shield down the valleys, which, as you can see, presents another problem. Going on from there, I'm going to step over here to my partner Matt, who is going to be attempting a repair in a less obtrusive area to show you what just the problems are with attempting to repair this roof just because of its age. Go ahead, Matt. As you can see, Matt's using a putty knife because it's the easiest way to do this without causing mat transfer. Mat transfer is when the matting of the shingle rips off and it doesn't allow the shingle to seal back again. As you can see, Matt's trying very, very hard to be gentle doing this, but running into some severe problems.
I can hear it. Yep. I'll show that once we get that up.
Okay.
All right. Give me the over here. All right. I'm gonna get the nails out now.
Now Matt switched tools to the roof snake to both remove the nails, and he'll use it as well to put the nails back in. This tool is designed to allow you to do the repair without lifting the shingle above 45 degrees. Pull through.
You can see right here, it just went straight through.
Again, with the repairing of this shingle, we are within 3 feet of the valley, as you can see from this angle, which again would mean that I have to do something ice and water shield to be up to code in this valley. Oh, I saw a little mat come out with that nail.
Yeah. This shingle just ripped.
Let's see if I can get in there to see.
Like,
oh yeah, yep, I see it. Right at the nail hole there.
Yep, it's ripped up here too.
Yeah.
Not to lift this shingle too high, but
Yeah, and plenty of mat transfer to go with it.
yeah.
That's a problem. That shingle that ripped at the nail hole there will be a possible leak point moving forward due to the fact that it's torn and water can penetrate there.
And if you want to get this, I think you might have already got it, Steve, but this whole thing right here is all mat and it ripped.
Oh yeah. More than one problem there.
Yeah. This thing should just slide out now. Got one more hanging on.
Always one, right?
Always one.
Right back to the problem area as well.
Oh, this whole shingle ripped.
Oh wow.
It's like stuffed to the other ones. Yeah, get under here real quick. It's not even a nail.
It looks like, and looks like tar strip.
Yeah, it's just ripping.
Oh, there we go. Oh,
So now another difficult thing is these shingles, to my knowledge, are no longer in production, Steve.
well, absolutely. Which was discussed with the previous adjuster. This shingle, the existing shingle, has a 5-inch exposure.
As you can see, the size difference.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have to cut off the entire bar strip here.
This is an old Tamco Heritage, and underneath of it is a new Tamco Heritage. As you can see, Matt's cutting, or lining up to cut everything. In order
Those
to
are
not
not gonna
have
be
it
any tar
overlapping.
strips.
As you can see, where that line is where Matt will be cutting. That will be eliminating the sealing strip from the bottom of the new shingle, which will mean that right off the bat, the shingle will never seal properly once again, and Wynn will be able to lift the shingle immediately.
I'm gonna do a two-parter.
Okay.